Hello, this is Sonia J. Wells, your drama free lifestyle coach, and I'm so very excited that you decided to make this purchase today of Who Can Find a Drama Free Woman and the 10 characteristics of what it takes to live a drama free life. Well, first, I want to share a little bit about who I am and why I do what I do. You see, you, my dear sister, are so very important to me and my assignment. I believe that we as women are God's most untapped natural resources. We are so key in the overall well being of society. Why? Because we are the hands that rock the cradles of the next leaders, the next generation. Your life has to have a sense of wholeness, purpose. Well, what I most often say is you must live a life of freedom, order, and purpose. You see, if you look at society today, if you look at our children today, it speaks volumes to where we are as women. Or where are the mothers of today? Where are we when it comes to raising children who understand their identity, who understand their purpose, who understand their authority? It's so very critical that we as mothers get it together in the simplest terms that I can put. Bring our lives into alignment. We can no longer just sit on the sidelines and complain and criticize and watch our children fail in so many different ways. Now, as a whole, no, all of our children are not failing. But when you look at society and the children of our society right now, we have so many children that are dropping out of school. We have marriages that are failing. We have so many arenas of life that are that are literally in desperation. Things are just not working out. You see, you and I, my sisters, the woman, we are life givers. We are the ones who bring order and structure into the household. You see, the family is the nucleus of society, actually the nucleus of society. And who runs the household? Our husbands, our men, they are the head. But the wife, the woman, we run the household. We set the tone, we set the order. We are the queens of the castle. So if the woman is out of order, everything around us will be out of order. So let me define what drama is and how I came to this, because I believe that drama free living is a mandate. Most people would dare challenge me and say that drama free living is not possible. Well, I would beg to differ, that drama free living is possible. You see, the opposite of drama is order, and order is the accurate arrangement of all things pertaining to your life, your health, your finances, your emotional well being, your spiritual well being, your relationships, your career or purpose. All of these things should be in alignment and in order. You see, your mission and mandate on earth is to return back to the higher truth of who you are, to bring everything back into order and everything back into alignment. Your mission is to connect with your innermost self so that you can transcend beyond the limitations of this world, the things that life has placed upon you. We are to be transforming at every stage and age of our lives. So when I talk about drama free living, what I'm talking about is bringing order back into your life. You see, I define drama as this: that drama is a constant, unscheduled flurry of events that create confusion, distraction, and frustration, which leads to an unproductive lifestyle. Let me take it a step further. Webster defines drama as this: that drama is a series or situation involving intense conflict of forces that dramatically affect the quality of life. It is a dramatic state of living, or rather a lifestyle. And a lifestyle is a certain patterns of values, beliefs, and behaviors that we do on a regular basis. The operative word here, or the most significant word when you hear what I'm saying as far as the definition, is the word constant. When you have constant chaos, constant confusion, constant distraction, just constant frustration throughout your life every day, or at least every other day, or every week, that is not normal. We all will have crises and experience crisis and experience tests and experience trials in our lives. We were never meant to live in a constant state of chaos and confusion. You see, crises, my dear sisters, they are sudden occurrences that happen in life. sudden occurrences that happen in life, like death, like the loss of a job, like sometimes you just run out of money, just different things that happen that you have really no control on it over. But drama most often is a result of of things that you have chosen not to actually deal with in your life. Crises come to pass. Drama kind of hangs around, it sticks around you for a long time because you have not chosen to deal with what's dealing with you. So a part of my mandate and a part of my mission is to help women, you, bring your life back into alignment, to help you walk in freedom, order, and purpose. My goal is to help women identify those unresolved issues that are creating the chaos, that are creating the confusion, frustration, and distraction in your life. Such things that are stemming from spiritual issues, emotional trauma, limiting beliefs about your identity as well as your purpose, and help you get moving in the direction that you desire to move in. I am an in your face, deal with it, keep it real type of coach, mentor, and minister. I am so compassionate, but all the same time, I am very confrontational. And I will confront you and hold you accountable to what it is you say you want to do to help you reach your potential in life. Because you are just that important, not only to me, but to the Creator. Your family, your purpose, and your destiny is waiting on you to come into alignment. One of the first things that the Creator did was speak order into the earth. I want to bring order and speak order into your life and help you realign yourself with your divine higher calling and self. It is not enough simply to exist. You were created to live and to live abundantly. Well, to live drama free, to live a life that show forth your highest God, your highest self, your most powerful self. Now, as I said, we're gonna have difficulties of life. It is called life. But we are supposed to be overcomers. We're supposed to be conquerors. We're supposed to be overcoming everything that tries to come against us. That is the key in this whole thing, in this journey called life. I want you to take your life experiences as you go along your journey, and I want you to stand on top of them and speak life to your children, to your family, to your husbands, in your workplace, your purpose, your destiny, because you are just that powerful, my sister, just that powerful. So that's what I'm all about. Drama-free living is about just bringing order back into your life, bringing order, freedom, and purpose back into your life. So in this series, I am talking about who can find a drama-free woman. Oh my God. A lot of people say that's not possible, but I beg to differ. Living a drama-free life is very possible. Why? Because when you deal with what's dealing with you, when you confront the issues of your past, when you identify with your belief system, you break free from some of those old patterns of thinking, when you begin to reassess your relationships and so many other areas, you can live a drama-free life. Most of the drama that happens in our lives is oftentimes tied to our past, is oftentimes tied to the relationship, and it's tied to our beliefs about who we are. So the first characteristics of a drama-free woman is she has a relationship with her Creator, God Almighty, and not religion. I must tell you, as a woman that really understands this dynamic and this characteristic, because I personally had to walk through breaking free from the religious ideologies and belief systems, what I often call the matrix, because it had limited me in such a way that I felt totally inferior and really felt like I would never measure up to the precepts and the concepts and the ideologies that man had placed upon me, or rather I had allowed myself to get plugged into, hence the Matrix. You remember the movie The Matrix, right? The Matrix is in that movie The Matrix with Neo and Lawrence Fishburne, who played Morpheus, and Keanu Reeves, who played Neo, these two were trying to escape the matrix. And I refer to religion as a matrix because this is what I conceived in my heart when I actually got unplugged from it and really began to live. That's why I'm talking about you having a relationship with your creator and not with religion, because what religion does is limits you. It holds you captive into a systematic way of thinking and programming that actually constricts you from really walking in your higher self. But relationship actually releases you and frees you to be all that you can be. So when I got unplugged from the matrix, what I began to realize that I was able to really walk in a whole new level of identity, a whole new level of authority, a whole new level of purpose that I had never known before. My relationship with my creator intensified because I was no longer trying to live up to the standards of other people, but I was actually, the standard that I was living up to was the standard that God had placed on me and his expectations of me, apart from man's expectations of me. I was free. And that's what happens when you actually enter into a relationship with someone who actually loves you unconditionally and sees you for who you are and knows who you are, which is really the key. Because oftentimes religion is a lot of man's restrictions, man's beliefs, what works for them. Well, you have to find out what your relationship with God. It's just like having a marriage. Nobody can tell me about my husband and our relationships. Nobody can tell me about him and what he expects and what he likes and what he dislikes. Why? Because I am the one in relationship with him. I am the one that knows him and have spent time with him and has been intimate with him. I am very much aware of his likes and dislikes. I am very much aware of what it takes to please him. Hence, your relationship with God. You have to enter into such a relationship with him to where you begin to sense his voice, hear his direction, know his purpose and his calling for your life, for you individually. Yes, God gives us people to pour into our lives and speak into our lives, but not to the point of being controlled and being controlled by them. One of the things that happened in this movie is Neo began to rebel against the machine of the computer that he was plugged into. All along thinking that the machine was reality, that the matrix was real, when it wasn't even real at all. It was actually functioning off the life flow of Neo. It had created this false reality, and eventually Neo decided he wanted to escape the limitations of the matrix. That's what religion does. It limits you. He began, what other people saw was to develop the superhuman abilities, but in reality he was merely recognizing the truth about who he was, that he was the one that was powerful beyond measure, that the system actually limited him and it did not empower him. That's what I'm saying about religion. It limits you. It does not empower you. Relationships empower you. They give life to you. So the first thing that a drama-free woman has, she has a personal, relationship with her creator that empowers her to live up to her highest God, in her highest God conscious place. It empowers you to not be affected by other people's beliefs and ideologies about who you are, because when you know your creator personally and you have a personal relationship, you are no longer affected by what other people say or think or believe about you, because you now have a personal direct connection to him, where you're no longer trying to appease him based on other people's rules and regulations, but this relationship is to the point of where you and your creator, he knows you and you know him. And what happens in that exchange is that you fall in love with him to the degree that you want to do things to appease him based on that love that he has for you. You begin to know the depth, the width, the breadth of his love for you, and it begins to encompass you to the degree that you want to please him in every way possible. So no one has to put rules and regulations on you, because you are now in an intimate relationship with your creator, apart from all other people's opinions and rules. So my sister, to be a drama-free woman, you have to have intimacy and a personal relationship apart from religion. This is characteristic number one. You must have a personal relationship with your Creator apart from religion. Okay, let's keep it moving.